Fall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, "I got mine at Frontline." Frontline Motors.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
A big-time welcome inside Lander Valley High School on the camp in Lander, and we are in the auxiliary gym this go-around. I am Travis Gupton, sports director at the Wind River Radio Network, now called WyoToday Media, and we are getting set for 1A West Regional Basketball. On the girls' side, we are getting ready for the Dubois Lady Rams taking on the Snake River Lady Rattlers. And looking at this matchup, this is the 2 versus the 3 in the 1A West. And this should be an interesting matchup. A lot has happened on the stat sheet as I've seen. And looking at some of the matchups that we're going to see as we enter in about 3 minutes away from tip-off, this is going to be a big test for the Lady Rams. Looking at some of the stats here coming into this game, the Lady Rams is driven and ran offensively by Marion Baker for Dubois. She is averaging 16.8 points a game. The problem is that after that, the next highest score is 7.6, and then from there it's 3.4 and down. And so we're going to see if the Lady Rams are able to put some offense together against a really, really high-octane Snake River Lady Rattlers. Coming into this game, the Lady Rattlers are 14-4 overall, and they are 6-2 in conference. And looking at some of their players and some of their stats coming into this game, no one really scores high, but they score consistently. A lot of these players that I'm looking at, there are 5 or 6 that score about 5 points a game, and their leading scorer is Skyland Reddy, and she is scoring right around 10 points a game. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. So to let you know what is going to happen, since we this is brought to you by a lot of sponsors that had a lot of to do with this, and I'm just very honored and glad to bring this to you. We are going to cover both the Lady Rams and the Rams tonight. And so what's going to happen is as soon as this matchup is over, we are going to say good night from here, and then I have the unenviable task of tearing down my equipment and running over into the main gym and set up. We may end up joining in with the Rams in their game in progress. But both matches will be through KDNO. They will be on WyoToday on YouTube and on Facebook, and so be prepared for that. But we're in for a good matchup. So we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will have the starting lineups and tip-off. This is KDNO's coverage and WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. We'll be right back.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
We are back on KDNO, and we are about ready for tip-off. They have met in the center, and starting off, the tip-off goes right to the Lady Rattlers, and right off the bat, quickly, Skyland Reddy, number 20, one of the starters for the Lady Rattlers, goes right to the basket and scores, and we are quickly 2-0 as we are just under the way. Quickly, a turnover again by the Lady Rams, and Reddy has the ball. Handoff to, cannot see numbers from way up here. It looks like it is to Englehart. Englehart drives and misses the shot, but she is fouled. And quickly, the Lady Rattlers will go to the line, and Englehart will shoot 2. Foul was on number 33, Belle Norris, for the Lady Rams. First one on the way, and no good. Englehart on the season, a 73% free throw shooter, and as soon as I say that, she makes her second. So quickly, she makes both. The scorekeeper and I both missed the first free throw, so it is quickly 4-0 in favor of the Lady Rattlers. Ball quickly in the hand across court to the Lady Rams. Shot on the way, no good by the Lady Rams. Quickly an offensive rebound. Shot put back by Baker is up and good, and it is 4-2 in favor of Little Snake. And quickly, a response by Little Snake as trying to see who that. We are so high up. It looks like Montgomery. Yeah, Montgomery with the shot is up and good for Little Snakes, and so it is 6-2 with 6:44 left in the first period. Now, I'm going to ask for everyone's forgiveness because this is my first time seeing both teams, and so I'm still learning names. Quickly, ball comes down court, and quickly again, Englehart with a 18-footer up and good, and it is 8-2 in favor of the Lady Rattlers with 6.5 in the first. A three-man press. Dubois able to get the ball across the timeline. It is in Baker's hands. Ball moved around, almost tipped and blocked there. Back in the hands of Baker. Baker's having a hard time as she's defended guard and really hard. Three-pointer on the way is good by Hess. And so it is 8-5 with 6 minutes left in favor of the Lady Rattlers. Down in the low post is Montgomery. She goes up for a shot, and it is a foul. And they will send Montgomery to the line for 2 shots. Foul again, they're saying, was on Norse. Nope, sorry. First one on the way by Montgomery is no good. That is not Norse. That is Hess first, team's second. So both these teams are going off and running. Second one on the way is no good. So it says it stays 8-5 with 5:50 left in the first quarter. Again, the Lady Rattlers giving the Lady Rams all they can handle on the defensive end, really high up, having a hard time on the press. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Reddy of Snake River. It will stay with Dubois, and it will be Sanchez taking the ball out for the Lady Rams. Ball moving around, three-point shot on the way, misses everything for the Lady Rams, and Snake River is out and running with Reddy. Nice look down low. Shot up and no good. Another shot up and no good. Third time's the charm, no good. That time it's blocked. Still in the hands of Snake River, and finally we have a foul. That was 4 offensive rebounds by Snake River, and finally it ended up in a foul. So that will send Montgomery to the line again, and that will be Norris's second foul, team's third. First one on the way, and it is good for Snake River, making it 9-5. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Montgomery is a 52% free throw shooter, and second one's on the way, and it is good. So 5-point lead for Snake River as we are still in the first quarter, 10-5. Baker with the ball, hands off to Hess. Hess tries to get it over into the corner, and it is tipped out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Lady Rams. That was Sanchez who had a little issue with it, but luckily tipped out of bounds. Nice pass there to Hess. Hess has the shot blocked, however. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Dubois. 4:54 left in the first period. 10-5 in favor of Snake River. Nice deep look and no good. Rebound finally goes into the hands of Reddy, and she's off and running. She does not have numbers, but she's going to blow by everybody. Up and missed. Offensive rebound goes to the Lady Rattlers. That's no good. And finally comes away to Dubois. Mia Joy with the ball. Brings it across the timeline. Now back in the hands of Baker. Baker gives it off to Hess. Hess' shot is up and no good, and now it is in the hands of Reddy, who gives it off to Danessa Sainez. And they are calling a foul on Joy. That is her first, team's fourth. So already 4 team fouls for Dubois, none for Snake River. Shot up and no good by Snake River. Offensive rebound, however, that's like the 5th or 6th. Reddy with a shot, three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound again. That shot is blocked. Back in the hands of Reddy. Somehow it's kicked. And there is a foul, I believe, on the floor. No, it's just going to be a turnover. It will stay with Snake River, but we have a timeout on the floor. 3:56 left in the first quarter. It is 10-5. Snake River will be right back.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Why?
We are back, and quickly Snake River with a nice little inside look to Reddy, and she is fouled on it. The play foul is on number 14. That's Marion Baker. That's her first. However, it's the team's 5th, and so it will send Reddy to the line for 2 shots. First one is on the way, and it bounces all the way around, but it finally goes in. Substitution on the floor. Norris will come in for Summer Halme, who was in for a few moments. Second one by Reddy is no good. And off rebound will go to the Rams, Lady Rams. Ill-advised pass, turnover, and then a turnover right back. And then a turnover right back. The ball is not staying with anyone right now. Finally, it ends up in Norris's hands. Ball moves all the way around the perimeter. Shot on the way is no good by Sanchez. And the ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Snake River, so it will stay with the Lady Rams. Sanchez again for 3 on the inbounds pass is no good. Left short. Baker with the shot. That's long, no good. Offensive rebound goes again to Dubois. Everybody's battling down low. It goes back into the hands of Baker. She's going to take another shot. That one's off and no good. She gets her own rebound. She saves it to Hess. Hess with a shot. That's no good. And finally it ends up in the hands of Reddy, and Baker tried to tip it, and it is, they're calling that a reach in, so that will be her second, team 6th. So we are 3 minutes, 10 seconds into the first quarter. It is 11-5 in favor of Snake River with the ball in the hands of Sanchez. There's Sanchez. Shot on the way is good by Kaisler. That is her first points of the night. Makes it 13-5 in favor of Snake River. Almost a steal there by the Lady Rattlers. Stays with Dubois, however. Nice in and out there. 3-point shot by Sanchez is no good. Offensive rebound comes all the way out to Baker. Baker with a low post pass into Hess, which is no good, and now we hit the floor, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Rams. 2 minutes, 24 seconds, 13-5 in favor of Snake River. Sanchez, nice fake out. Nice in and out again. Hand off to Baker, hand off to Hess. Hess finally with a shot. That's no good. Ball goes back to Mia Joy. Joy gives it to Baker, and she goes up, and she is good. 13-7, and Baker has 4 points in the game. Shot no good as we come down the floor by Snake River. Offensive rebound, however, and they will reset. Reddy's wide open. She's going to take a three-pointer in and out. No good. Offensive rebound number 3, that time by Kaesler, and that is up and good. And now it is 15-7 in favor of Snake River. Foul on the play. It looked like they said it was on Mia Joy. It was. It is her second, team 7th. So that will send the Lady Rattlers to the line. First one is up and no good by Cashley Criswell, who has come into the game. Substitution for Snake River. Reddy will have a sit down, and she'll be replaced by Caitlin Englehart. No dribble, just shot on the way, and that one's good by Criswell. That is her first points of the night. 16-7 with a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. Turnover ends up back in the hands of Dubois somehow. Shot up and no good. And the Lady Rattlers will come out and try to press the situation. Montgomery almost walked there. However, ends up with a shot by the Lady Rattlers, up and no good. They will say it was out of bounds. Last touch by Dubois. Minute and 20 left in this first quarter. Offensive shot up and good, by Criswell. That is her first field goal of the night, and it is quickly 18-7. Dubois with the turnover and ends up out of bounds, so it will stay on this end with Snake River. Quickly the ball out to Criswell. Criswell hands off to Englehart. Englehart down low to Sanchez, and that ball is up and good as she drives and scoop and score. 20-7 now with just under a minute. Dubois gives the ball up to Baker. Baker hands off to Sanchez. Sanchez up and good. 3-point shot makes it 20-10 with just under 40 seconds. Block shot as the Lady Rattlers come down, and Dubois looking to press the situation. Baker all the way coast to coast. They say it was a foul, and they will call it on the floor. Foul will go against Danessa Sanchez of Snake River. That will be her first, team's first. So they went almost the entire first quarter without a foul. Offensive rebound goes to the Dubois Lady Rams, and Joy is fouled. And that foul is on, it is Danessa Sainez, Just got told that. So that is her second, team second. It will send Joy to the line for 2. First one on the way is just off the front of the iron, no good. Substitution in the game. Regina Herrera will come in for Snake River. Ball in the hands of Joy. She dribbles it twice up, and this time goes all the way around and no good, so we stay at 20-10 with 15 seconds left. Shot on the way, it partially blocked by Dubois. Second offensive rebound, no good. Ball just got taken away, and it was Englehart, and Englehart just muscled her way up and it is up and good. So at the end of the first quarter, 22-10, Snake River. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after this.
Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care. In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Welcome back to KDNO and WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. I'm Travis Gupton, sports director at WyoToday Media. We are in the second period, about to start. It is 22-10 in favor of the number 2 seed, Little Snake Lady Rattlers, as the Lady Rams got off to a decent start, but then had issues later on in the first quarter. Ball is in play for Little Snake, and so we are off and running. Reddy is back into the game. She passes the ball over to Evans, and Reddy quickly gets to the basket off a nice cut, and Evans gives it up, and it is up and good. And quickly, we are 24-10 with 7:35 left in the first half. Shot on the way, and no good by Hess, and that was a one and done. And so the Lady Rattlers will come back. Almost traveled there was Herrera. Back into the hands of Reddy. Low post play down there. Shot up and good. That one was by Kylie Evans. That's her first points of the night. 26-10 with 7 minutes exactly. Dubois brings the ball across the timeline. It's tipped and goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Rams. And again, like I said in the pregame show, the Snake River Lady Rattlers, they don't have a lot of people that will score a lot of points, but they'll have a lot of people that'll score. Three-pointer on the way, and it is good by Marion Baker. That is her first points of the second quarter, and it is now 26-13 in favor of Little Snake. Ball was up and no good for the Lady Rattlers, and a foul as Dubois brings it back across the timeline. Did not see who that foul was on. Going to look and see. It was on number 25. That is Caitlin Englehart. That's her first, team's third. So it'll stay with Dubois. Baker with the ball, hands off to Joy. Back to Baker. Hands over to Norris. Norris at the top of the key, back to Joy. Joy this time to Sanchez. Sanchez to Baker. Back to Sanchez. Down into the low post to Hess. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez going to shoot a three-pointer. Misses everything. Rebound goes to Katrina Habel of Little Snake. And she will bring the ball across the timeline. Hand off to Englehart. Englehart to Reddy. Reddy with a shot up and good. It is a two-pointer. And it is 28-13 in favor of the Lady Rattlers. Trapped there by the Lady Rattlers. Dubois able to break it. Ends up in Marion Baker's hands. She gets her shot blocked. Ball goes out of bounds, and it is a turnover. We are 5 minutes, 44 seconds left in the first half. 28-13 in favor of the Lady Rattlers. Reddy will bring the ball across the timeline. Handoff up and no good by Englehart. And a turnover, ball up, and this time it is good by Herrera. That is her first points of the night, and it is now quickly 30-13, and the ball gets thrown out of bounds. Ball out of bounds. Turnover in favor of the Lady Rattlers. Reddy again will bring the ball across the timeline. Stop, handoff to Englehart. Englehart trying to get it down low. Finally does after a lot of contact down low post. Shot is up and blocked by Dubois, and Marion Baker looked to push. She can't do it. She dives on the ground as it's poked away. She's got 3 Lady Rattlers on top of her. And they're going to say it's Lady Rams ball, but don't know what the actual call was. Anyway, no harm, no foul, as my partner Kevin Shields would always say. Sanchez has the ball just taken away from her by Englehart, and the Lady Rattlers looking to push. And that's an obvious blocking foul there on Mia Joy. That is her 3rd, if it is on her. It's on Norris. That is her 3rd. Team's 8th. So that will send Cashley Criswell to the line for free throws. First one up and misses off the side. So we stay at 30-13 with 4:45 left in the first half. The Lady Rattlers have started with a full court press, and as soon as I say that, is a turnover on a walk by the Lady Rams. So it will be Reddy bringing the ball back across the timeline. Nice little give and go there between her and Sinez. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will stay with the Lady Rattlers. So again, just so everyone is aware, after this game, I'm going to tear down as fast as humanly possible and go across into the main gym. I'll finish that thought in a minute. Shot is up, and it is good by Montgomery. Add 32-13. Turnover now by the Lady Rams. That shot is up and good after a lot of contact by Sainez, and quickly it is 34-13. So again, as I was saying, now that we have a timeout on the floor, it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. The 1A West boys game between Dubois and Cokeville is happening in Lander Valley as well. It's happening. A tip-off is scheduled for 5:20 p.m. in the main gym here at Lander Valley. So as soon as this game is over, I will be tearing down my equipment, booking it over to the main gym, and setting up. I cannot promise that we will start the game at tip-off. I just don't know. So but we will, as soon as I'm back up, we will be back here on KDNO, and we will also be on WyoToday's YouTube and Facebook page. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We will have that game. I just don't know where we'll have that game as it relates to how far we get into it. But we will have it as soon as it's there. So back to the action now. 4:10 left in the first half. Dubois ball. Ball in the hand of Mia Joy. Over to Sanchez. Sanchez tries to get down into the low post to Hess. She's double teamed, and it ends up in the hands of Reddy and another Lady Ram, and they call a jump ball, so it will be a turnover. It will stay with the Lady Rattlers. Skyland Reddy will take a seat for the Lady Rattlers. And so Kaesler was trying to get a pass to Criswell. Criswell just wasn't ready for it, so it goes out of bounds. So it will be a turnover right back to the Lady Rams. Baker hands off to Sanchez. Again, not a very advised pass. Somehow Marion Baker gets it. Marion Baker's going to shoot a long three. It's off the backboard, no good. Gets her own rebound, however, and takes it back out. Gets it over to Sanchez. Nice fake out by Sanchez. Back to Baker. Baker is guarded heavily. She's trying to find somebody. Ends up in the hands of Hess. Hess looks down to Joy. Joy out to Sanchez. Sanchez for three, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Kylie Evans, one of the starters. Hand off to Sanez now, and Sanez travels. So it is a turnover again, this time for the Lady Rams. So we are at 3 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first half, 34-13. And we've kind of been sitting here for a few minutes in this one, in the first half, I should say. Turnover again. Sainez just took the ball right away from the Lady Rams. She goes coast to coast. She goes up. That's no good. Offensive rebound. That one is up. That one's good. So she has 6 in this one, 36-13 in favor of the Lady Rattlers. Hess gets the ball down to the low post. She tries to get the ball back out. It's tipped. It ends up out of bounds, and it will go to the Lady Rams. Ball ends up in the hands of Marion Baker. Baker looked to go down to Hess, could not get it to go. So she'll just take a three-pointer. That one's up, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Mia Joy, but she cannot control it, goes out of bounds, so it will end up in the Lady Rattlers' possession. 2 minutes, 15 seconds, 36-13 in favor of the Lady Rattlers of Snake River. Shot up and no good by Criswell, and quickly Marion Baker looking to press. Does not have the numbers, so she pulls it back out, ends up in Sanchez's hands. Gets off to Baker, to Joy, to Sanchez. Nice fake by Sanchez. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes into the Rattlers' hands. That is Sainez with the ball. She hands it off to Kaysler. Kaysler hands off to Evans. Now the Rattlers starting to move the ball around. Ends up back in the hands of Sainez. And again, we're just moving the ball around. Very methodical possession here by Snake River. Shot up, no good. Finally by Evans. And it will come down in the hands of Marion Baker for Dubois. Minute 10 left in the first half, 36-13. Sanchez with a long three-point shot. That one's too strong. Rebound finally ends up in the hands of Snake River, and they're looking to press. They've got a little bit of numbers. Shot up, and that one is good by Cashley Criswell. And so it is 38-13 with just under a minute. Baker hands off to Joy as Dubois comes back down. Back in the hands of Baker. Baker, long three-point shot, no good. And rebound will go in the hands of Kylie Evans. Over to Sainez. Sainez looks to drive. She's blocked off. Ends up in the hands of Katrina Habel, who's checked in for the Lady Rattlers. Again, very methodical with 25 seconds. Three-point shot on the way, no good by Habel. Offensive rebound, however, goes in the hands of Criswell. It's up and good. And now it is 40-13 with just under 10 seconds left. And Dubois is not looking to, well, I say that, and a nice give and go. Shot up and no good. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And the Lady Rattlers are content with letting this one go to half. So we're at halftime. It is 40-13 in favor of Snake River. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk stats and halftime analysis. This is Travis Gupton, the sports director for WyoToday Media. We'll be right back.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
And welcome back to the WyoToday Media Halftime Show. Again, this is Travis Gupton, the sports director at WyoToday Media. It is 40-13 in favor of Snake River. And looking at some of the stats, it was really, as if you looked at the stat sheets coming into this game, as what you would expect. Marion Baker for the Lady Rams is leading Dubois in scoring with 7 points, and then Hess and Sanchez have 3 points, and all those points came in the first quarter, and that's it for the Lady Rams. For Snake River, let's see here. Skyland Reddy has 5. Let's see. Regina Herrera has 2. Kaesler has 4. Criswell has 7. Caitlin Englehart is leading the scoring for Snake River with 8. Sainez has 6. Kylie Evans has 2. And then Kenley Montgomery has 6. So if you can see that, how this plays out, again, not a lot of people, not one person for the Lady Rattlers is scoring more than 8 points, but they are leading 40-13, and that's because most of the offense for the Lady Rams will come from Marion Baker. For the Lady Rattlers, it is everyone scores. And that is just how they've played all season. That's how they have done, and that is why they have the lead they do at the half. So again, if you're just joining us, first off, welcome. Second off, just so you're aware, at 5:20 this afternoon, the Dubois Rams will take on Cokeville. It will be here at Lander Valley, but it will be in the main gym. So what's going to happen is, as soon as this game is over, I am going to tear down my equipment, and we are going to book it, as my grandmother would say, back over into the main gym. I'm going to reset up as fast as humanly possible, and we are going to have the Dubois Rams as well here on KDNO and on WyoToday's YouTube and Facebook. I cannot promise that we will start at the tip, but I promise that we will broadcast that game. And so we may join it in progress, and I apologize if that does happen, but we will make sure that we get as much of that game as possible. So I want to give you some scenarios here for looking at the bracket. So tonight at 7 p.m., Burlington will take on Farson Eden, and the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. Let's see here. That'll be tomorrow at 5:50 p.m. in the main gym. The loser of those two games will play Saturday morning, at 10 o'clock a.m. in the auxiliary gym. And so if it stands as it is, it will be the Lady Rams playing on Saturday at 10 a.m. here in the auxiliary gym at Lander Valley. So we will take a extended break here. We are about 4 minutes 50 seconds or so left until third quarter action. So it is 40-13 in favor of Little Snake. We will be right back with the second half right after this.
When repairs are complete
After a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. They encourage you all to continue to practice COVID-19 precautions in an effort to keep you and your loved ones safe. They offer a safe and sanitary clinical setting when you stop in for your medical, dental, optometry, and behavioral health needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare have clinics in Arapahoe, Ethany, and Riverton for your convenience. More information can be found online at windriver.care.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome back, everyone, to KDNO and WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. I'm Travis Gupton, and we are about ready to kick off the third quarter here with the Lady Rattlers with the ball and a 40-13 lead. Lady Rattlers will be going left to right on your radio dial as we start the third quarter. And quickly, Engelhardt had to stop her dribble. Finally, nice passing there. And Herrera starts the quarter off right where the Lady Rattlers finished it with his points. It is 42-13. And we got a basketball issue. They get a new basketball. It was funny. Marion Baker was almost like telling everybody that she's having a hard time dribbling that ball. No harm, though. New ball in, and we are off and running again. Baker with the ball. Over to Sanchez. Down to Hess. Back to Sanchez. Down low to Joy. Joy's going to take a shot. That's up and no good. Rebound goes to Montgomery. And quickly, the ball comes down to Skyland Reddy for the Lady Rattlers. Ball down low. Blocked there on an attempted pass from Montgomery. Turnover goes in the favor of the Lady Rams. Sanchez with the ball, back to Baker. Baker hands it off, back into her hands. Three-pointer on the way is good. Long three-point shot there for Marion Baker. That is her first points of the second half, and it is now 42-16. Still in favor, however, of Snake River. Reddy will try to respond with her own three-pointer. That's no good. No one was around the bucket, however, and so Herrera will get an easy offensive rebound and an easy putback. Baker has the ball over to Sanchez. Sanchez thought about a three, decided against it. Baker almost had the ball taken away from her on a low pass. She hands over to Sanchez. Sanchez is going to try to shoot a three. That one's no good. Rebound for Little Snake. Engelhardt with the ball now. Up at the top of the key. She's got Joy on her. Herrera with the ball back to Reddy. Back to Herrera. Back to Engelhardt, and that is up on her shot, and it is good. So a 30-point lead now for Snake River with 5:45 left in the third quarter. Ball down low to Hess. She gets it out to Sanchez. She was looking for Hess again. However, Hess wasn't ready for the pass, so it's a turnover. Snake River in no hurry right now. Slowly walks the ball over in the hands of Reddy. Reddy has Baker on her. Nice look there. Shot up and no good from Snake River. Another offensive rebound up and no good. Ball in the hands of Marion Baker for the Lady Rams. In the hands of Hess now. She was trying to do a give and go to Norris. Norris was not ready for that pass, so it's a turnover back the other way. Low post in the hands of Reddy. She is fouled. Foul is on number 10. That is Hess. That's her second. Team's first of the second half, but it was a shooting foul, so it will send Skyland Reddy to the line. First one up and easily good. A full-on host of substitutions for Snake River. We'll get those as we can. I see Habel in. I see Kazler in. Let's see here. And I also see Cashley Criswell. Second one on the way, short by Reddy. She gets a rebound, her offensive rebound, however. Ball over in the hands of Habel, back in the hands of Sainez, and then back in the hands of Reddy. Lady Rattlers start to move the ball around. Again, in absolutely no hurry right now. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound goes in the hands of the Lady Rams. Marion Baker trying to press but has no number, so she backs up. Hands it off to Sanchez. Sanchez gives it to Joy. Joy for a shot, misses everything. It falls out of bounds. 4:21 left in the third period, 47-16 in favor of Snake River. Reddy will bring the ball across the timeline, hand it off to Criswell. Criswell gives it to Sainez, back to Criswell, and now it's up in the hands of Reddy. Reddy almost had the ball right to hit her in the face on the pass. Still moving the ball around is Snake River. Again, no hurry right now with a 31-point lead. Back in the hands of Reddy. Still, nobody really making a move toward the basket. Finally, a three-point shot on the way, and it's up and it's good by Kaesler. So now it is 50-16. 3:30 left in the third quarter. Hess with the ball, tries to give the ball to Marion Baker, who was cutting to the basket, and it's a turnover. Ball in the hands of Sainez. Now back in the hands of Reddy, who will start the offense. Starts moving the ball around the perimeter, does the Lady Rattlers. Back in the hands of Reddy now. She's going to try to drive the basket. Almost threw the ball away. Ends up in the hands of Sainez. She's got it, Sanchez all over her. Somehow keeps the ball. And again, finally a three-point shot on the way. It's no good. Misses everything by Habel. And it is Baker with the ball. And it is a blocking foul. She had a direct line to the basket if she would have beat Kaesler. Foul is on Kaesler. That is her first. And it is the team's first of the second half. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 2:44 left in the third quarter. It is all Lady Rattlers in this one. 50-16. We'll be right back.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Welcome back to KDNO's coverage of, WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. I'm still a rookie, y'all. We are 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter, and Dubois just had a turnover, and it is now in the hands of Snake River, who almost traveled, and not almost, she did Sainez, and so it is a turnover. It is 50-16, a 34-point lead in favor of Snake River with 2:15 left in the third quarter, and Dubois with the ball. Hess tried to find Sanchez, who was cutting to the basket. Ball was kicked and ends up all the way down on the other end of the court, and Joy runs down to the end of the court and gets the ball, hands it to the official, runs all the way back, and we're back ready to go. Ill-advised pass by Sanchez. She was looking for Marion Baker. It's a turnover. Another ill-advised pass, almost a turnover for Snake River, ends up in the hands of Habel and then in the hands of Evans. Shot up and no good. Rebound almost saved by Sainez. She steps out of bounds, however, so it will go back to Dubois with 1:47 and counting in the third quarter. Sanchez with the ball to Hess. Hess to Joy. Joy thought about a shot there, gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez ain't going to wait. She takes a three-point shot. That's up and no good. Rebound to Snake River. And Snake River with a little bit of a tempo here and a turnover. Ill-advised pass ends up in the hands of Marion Baker. Marion Baker's got one person to beat. Then she gets blocked off. She still tries it, and they call a foul on the floor. Foul is on, it looked like Kylie Evans, number 31. And we're going to say that's who it was on. It is. It's her first, team second. So it'll stay with Dubois. Marion Baker for three. No good. Rebound comes to Snake River and to Kaesler. Quickly, the ball comes up court in the hands of Habel. Habel surveying the scene, hands over to Kaesler. Kaesler hands over to Evans, and then a shot on the way, and it is good by Habel. And now, quickly, it is 52-16 with just under a minute left in the third quarter and a turnover as the Lady Rams give the ball away. So we are closing in on that 40-point mark, which would be a running clock depending on what happens in the next 30 seconds. Lady Rattlers move the ball around. It's in the hands of Kaesler right now. She tries to go into a cutting Criswell, and she's unable to do it, so it is a turnover. So we still sit at 52-16 with 14 seconds left. Marion Baker with the ball. Screen set by Hess. She takes it, not much of one, however. And that pass was deflected and stolen. Ball is up, and it is good by Criswell at the buzzer. 54-16 as we enter the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on 101.7 KDNO as well as on WyoToday's YouTube and Facebook.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. I'm Travis Gupton, Sports Director at WyoToday Media. We are now in the fourth quarter, and it is all Snake River 54-16 over the Lady Rams of Dubois. It will be Dubois' ball as we start the fourth quarter, and it is in the hands of Marion Baker. Hand over to Hess, back to Baker. Trying to shake her defender, ends up in the hands of Sanchez. Sanchez again trying to find Baker, and she hands it right over to Sainez of Snake River. Ball now in the hands of Criswell on the baseline, trying to find somebody to give it up to. She finally does to Habel. Habel gives it up to Englehart. Englehart gives it up to Sainez again. Sainez tries to go to Englehart, and it's stolen, but then Englehart goes back for the ball. It's a tie-up, so it will end up in the hands, or in the possession, of the Lady Rattlers. Just underway in the fourth quarter, 7:25 left in the fourth, 54-16. There is a foul there, and it is on Marion Baker. That is her third, team's second of the second half. Next points here, should Snake River score, would be a running clock from here on out. Snake River again in no hurry. They're very methodical now. Very different pace than in the first quarter. Ball moving very well. So well that I can't keep up with who's got the ball. They don't hold it very long at all. They're swinging the ball around the perimeter. finally it stays in the hands of Kaesler. And as soon as I say that, she gives it to Englehart. Englehart over to Habel. Abel gives it to Herrera. And she, again, no move to the basket. And, again, no hurry whatsoever. Nice give there. And a pass in low to Criswell is stolen by the Lady Rams. Marion Baker with the ball near the half-court line. Gives it off to Joy. Joy gives it to Norse. Norse to Hess. Hess to Sanchez. Sanchez for three. Good. That is the second field goal for the Lady Rams in the second half. They only made one in the third quarter. Ball, three-pointer on the way, and that one is good by Habel. So we sit at 57-19 now. Hess with a shot. That one's good. So now shots are starting to fall for everybody. 57-21 with 5.5 left in this one. Ball quickly down the court. Shot up and no good by Herrera. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Rattlers. So quickly there was a spurt of everyone scoring. So we sit at 57-21 with 5:31 left. Reddy open, all the way open. She didn't realize how open she was. Two shots up and no good. Reddy with one, and then the offensive rebound was up and no good. It will come down to the Dubois and to Sanchez. Sanchez hands it over to Joy. Joy to Hess. Hess again with that turnaround shot. That one's up and no good. However, offensive rebound goes to Sanchez, and we've got a jump ball. It will stay with the Lady Rams with right at 5 minutes left in the ball game. Ball all the way out to the top of the key to Joy. Joy back to Marion Baker. Baker for three, no good. No one was going for it for the Lady Rattlers, so Baker crashes the board. She's got the shot up and good. And don't look now, it's 57-23, a little bit of a run here offensively for the Lady Rams. Reddy with the ball. Almost traveled there. Hand off to Herrera. Three-pointer on the way by Habel, and she's got her second of the fourth quarter. It is 60-23 with 4.5 left in this one. Over and back for the Rams, or the Lady Rams, Marion Baker. She didn't realize where she was. So it is 4:25 left in the ball game, 60-23. Snake River and the Lady Rattlers have the ball. Ball in the hand of Criswell right now. Hands over to Herrera. Herrera hands off. Quick snap pass ends up in the hands of Reddy. Reddy with a shot. That one's up and no good. Off rebound goes in the hands of Norse. Almost fell out of bounds for the Lady Rams. Finally, Marion Baker was able to corral it. Hess with the ball now in the hands of Norse. Norse shot is up and no good. Offensive rebound by Sanchez, up and good. 60-25 with 3 minutes 40 seconds left in the ball game. Shot up, misses everything. Offensive rebound, however, goes in the hands of Snake River. That is no good. And it is a turnover as it falls out of bounds. 3.5 minutes left in the ball game, 60-25. So the Lady Rams will play tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock here at Lander Valley in the auxiliary gym. The question is who? They could either play Burlington or Farson Eden tomorrow morning. Jump ball as Dubois tried to find the low post, unable to do so. End up in as a turnover as the Lady Rattlers will end up with the ball. Tried a football pass, did the the Lady Rattlers. That didn't work. Ends up in Dubois' hands, and then Dubois gives it right back. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 60-25, and it is Lady Rattlers' ball in the hands of Criswell. Criswell to Herrera. Again, Lady Rattlers now in absolutely no hurry. Back in the hands of Herrera. Hands off to Habel. Habel tries to find that low post. Shot up and no good by Criswell, and it will go back in the hands of Marion Baker, but again, a turnover as Hess was not ready for the pass. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 60-25. Ball in the hands of Herrera for Snake River, now in the hands of Criswell. Criswell hands off to Montgomery. Ball starting to move around again. Down low post to the Lady Rattlers. Shot up and no good by Criswell. And the Lady Rams will have the ball. And timeout on the floor called by Dubois. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 1 minute, 51 seconds, all Snake River. We'll be right back.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Welcome back to 101.7 KDNO and WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. Marion Baker quickly with a three-point shot. That is off and no good. Tipped out of bounds, however, by Montgomery. And so it will stay with the Lady Rams with 1:44 left in a 60-25 ball game. Sanchez thought three-pointer and finally it ends up in the hands of Hess. Hess turns around, ball is up, and it is good. With a minute and a half, it is now 60-27, still in favor of Snake River. Again, as soon as this game is over, we'll have a small post-game show, and then I will tear down my equipment, run over to the main gym, and we will have Dubois Rams basketball as they take on Cokeville at roughly 5:20. Again, I will try to set up as fast as humanly possible so we can have the tip-off and everything, but we may join that in progress. But stay tuned and don't go anywhere on KDNO and also on WyoToday, YouTube, and Facebook. We will be right back as we are now under a minute left in this one, and Snake River is not in any hurry to score. Ball in the hands of Montgomery. She hands the ball off to Criswell. Criswell, again, 40 seconds and counting. I believe they're just going to try to dribble this out. Ball in the hands of Sainez. Sainez hands it off and back up into the top of the key to Montgomery. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to dribble this out with 24 seconds left in counting. Sanchez tries to go for a steal there, no good. 15 seconds left in counting, and this should do it. Snake River not looking to score. Ball ends up, Marion Baker taps the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Snake River with 10.5 left. So they will inbound it. And a foul by Marion Baker with 1.8 seconds left. That is her fourth, team's third. So Snake River will inbound the ball. Ends up in the hands of Joy with 5 seconds left. And a foul. And Mia Joy is going to go to the line with 2.5 seconds left. Foul was on Criswell. That's her first, team's third. Mia Joy will go to the line. First one on the way, no good. Second one, 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles. On the way, no good as well. And ball will end up in the hands of Snake River, and that will do it. Final score, 60-27 in favor of the Snake River Lady Rattlers. We will take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll talk stats and wrap this one up. We'll be right back.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back to WyoToday Media's coverage of Lady Rams and Rams basketball. Final score again, 60-27 in favor of Snake River, and they led the entire way. Looking at some stats really quickly before we wrap this one up and we head over to Dubois versus Cokeville tonight. Molly Sanchez led the way in the scoring department for the Lady Rams with 8 points. Hess had 7. Marion Baker had 11. So she was the leading scorer. And then over on the Lady Rattlers side, every player that was on the court scored. Leading scorer for them was Katrina Habel with 11 points. All of those points came in the second half. Other scorers, Caitlin Engelhardt had 10. And then, let's see, Reddy had 6. Herrera had 6. Kaiser had 7. Criswell had 9. Sainez had 6. Evans had 2. And Montgomery had 6. So really balanced scoring for Snake River was the deciding factor in this one. So we are going to now tear down our equipment, and we are going to jump over into the main gym, and we are going to cover and have for you on KDNO and on WyoToday YouTube and Facebook the game between Dubois and the number 1 seeded Dubois Rams against the number 4 seeded Cokeville Panthers. So we are going to say goodbye for now, and around 5:10, hopefully, 5:10, 5:20-ish, we'll be back for the tip and for the call of that one. Again, I'm Travis Gupton, Sports Director at WyoToday. We will see you in just a few minutes.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!